Recording.
Wait. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to. I'm stealing Snail's joke. I can't do this. Welcome to a very tricky one shot. My name is Liz. This is Toonkind, and this is not D&D. You should expect this from me right now. I'm going to be your haunt master for today.
Oh,
And today we are here with part of the Odyssey crew. Should we say names? We should say names. Introduce yourself, gang.
Probably, yeah.
So that means I'm up first. Heyo, I'm Snail. Sometimes DM, sometimes player. In this case, total player. A weird reference to player as like a phrase rather than a thing that I do.
Very smooth.
I have never kissed anybody in my life.
The spirit of Sugi is with us, even if they are not here.
Even if we've killed Sugi off screen in between Odyssey chapters, it's fine.
Yeah,
Just
totally.
gonna touch it. Oh,
He's
so rude.
He's dead.
He's
And
dead now.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
F. I actually don't know if it's me or you in the alphabet first.
J goes before K does.
Okay. Hello, I'm Jay, and I never learned how to fucking read.
Hi, I'm Kai. I'm the one that usually DMs this shit, but I'm on fucking break after we finished chapter 1 of the Odyssey. I'm having a good time playing absolute nonsense that everyone else is getting to run instead. This is good.
And yes, I'm Liz. I'm GM, and I have brought a game, and the game is called Bring the House. What? Bring down the house. God damn
Bring
it!
the
I
house,
always
bring
think
your
it-
own house.
Make your own.
I always think it's bring the house down.
Well, I brought a
It's kind-
condo. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think it kind of fine.
We can make it work.
Does a caravan count?
Partially.
Okay.
Bring Down the House is a tabletop game made by Charles Jamie Linton. And it's a tabletop game where you are a haunted object that ruins lives. It seems very fun and it fits the October vibe. For a little heads up, we're going to start with a bit of character, like creation and sort of rule discussion, and then we'll jump into the session itself. We've done a little bit of thoughts and thinking, but it's behind the curtains. We will see how to make a character. I don't know how to start this. Should we start with character concepts or character like the structure of the game itself?
I thought we just started with rolling a fucking D12 and having at it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've got the PDF like open next to me, and just at the start, I was just gonna go through it in order.
Okay. So in the PDF, which is it's free, but you can also pay what you want. for,
Donate, support indie artists.
I will
Yes,
stick
it's-
a link in the fucking description of the YouTube video. Go donate, because this is a fucking delight of a game.
The players are asked to make lists. There is a list of like concepts that you can use for your ghosts, but you can bring your own if you want. And there's 12 of them. Who wants to roll a d12?
Me! I got
Right.
one!
What?
You're trying to solve the mystery of your death.
Oh, Bubbly's gonna be out that
yeah,
for a
Bubbly
while.
doesn't know what the fuck. Bubbly just woke up. Oh, by the way, we didn't introduce our characters because some of us are playing characters from the MP crew and some of us aren't. I'm still going to be playing my horrible balloon clown rabbit creature. Only they had a nasty run-in with a pincushion and now they're dead. Oh fuck! I just solved the mystery.
Well, they don't know.
I just
that.
gave the reason. Okay.
Jay? Who wants
Damn
to
it!
do the
Damn
sewing?
it! Okay, well that's definitely what didn't happen because I just said out loud, so I've got to think something else now. But yeah, I am trying to solve the mystery of my death.
No, I like the idea that it was a fucking pincushion and Bubbly just didn't notice and has been going around completely oblivious
You
this
know
whole
what?
time.
Valid and fair.
Sorry, Snail.
No, you're okay. It says you're also allowed to pick from the list. Can I pick number 6? You're bad with directions and just don't know how to pass.
Absolutely.
She just keeps arguing with herself, like.
I love that. I got 11, which is you were at peace, but your grave was robbed.
Fuck.
I
I really like. Right, now the problem is I might actually re-roll this one because while that is a fucking delight, the character concept that I'm going with, I don't know anything about her other than her name is Hessia and she hates baking and yet has been stuck in a particular baking related object.
See, no, I think she should have done. I reckon she should have hated what she did in life, working in the kitchen, and then she died in the potato cellar one day, and nobody. And she was like, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to peel any more fucking potatoes." And then, like a week later, they came down and disturbed her body, and now she's like, "Oh, no, not having any of this."
Yeah, you know what? And now she's been stuck like this for the past several decades.
Hey. I've already got my own sort of character concept. All they can remember of their name is Esquire. He's a funky he-they. And he's possessing something fun. Should we go ahead and get into that, or do you want to first roll something up?
Ooh, they may take a look. Let's go via the rules of the order of the PDF and go into the items that you will be possessing during this game.
Hi, I'm Hessia, and I'm playing a hunt and a fucking hand crank whisk.
Hey!
You know, one of those old antique ones that go clacker clacker when you spin it.
Hessia, go.
Clicker clacker clicker. It's important. Hi, I'm Esquire. I'm haunting one of those Garfield phones. You know, the ones that kept on washing up the beach of France. This house has one installed on the wall, and the people who were like installing it just very nicely connected it to all of the phone connections that are available. So it's there.
It's the worst thing in the world.
It does open its eyes and close its eyes. It's very bad.
I hate that.
It's terrible.
I hate that. Hi, I'm going to be playing Bubbly Jangles, who is from the NP Crew games. Go listen to those, they're great. And I, of course, am going to be haunting a clown doll, because it's on the list, and it's the most classically horrible thing, and I think fits quite well with the apparent love of absolute garbage that the people who used to own this house had, if they were, like, doing stuff with retro hand cranks and also putting Garfield phones. I reckon they have like a massive collection of clown dolls, like just loads of them, and they're all a unique flavor of horrible.
It's great.
We're not just choosing funky items just because. To go into the sort of mechanisms of the game, there are 2 stats a ghost has that like are tied to the item. It is, come on, brain.
They are presence and lure.
Yes, thank you. Presence is your impact on the physical world, so that's moving yourself and other objects and also attacking people. But there's also lure, your ability to influence human behavior, compelling people to do things, and emitting noise and being supernatural in that sort of sense. So each object has a sort of different level of presence / lure, and it's important that we like figure this out. Hand crank and clown doll were on the list, and I think everybody. No, hand crank wasn't on the list, but we're putting it on the list because we can.
I wanted to play a whisk, and so I shall.
You did argue for the stats though. What were your stats?
Yes, I have presence 4 and lure 2. So I'm very good at mangling your fingers if you stick them too close to the little actual whisk parts of the whisk. Not very good at getting you to come over to stick your fingers in it though.
The crown doll is on the thingy.
Yeah, it's presence 3 and lure 3, which I figure is like a good all-rounder.
Yeah, I can't wait for the doll to start standing up. I'd love to see a walking doll.
Meanwhile, the rotary phone is also on there, and it's presence 2, lure 4. So we just had the most balanced set of characters ever.
We've actually created a balanced party. What the fuck is this?
We're gonna cheese the shit out of this game.
Shot.
This is a one shot.
We can never do this in real.
No.
No. It's illegal.
No, you have to make my life hard. That's just like one of the rules of the Odyssey.
Excuse me as I write this down for prosperity's sake. Ground dull, and then 3 and 3. I have brain. I swear.
It's in there.
Yep, it's all there.
Esquire, Hessia. I was waiting for Bubbly next.
Bubbly. I'm Bubbly now.
Bubbly.
Babalaya. Mamma mia, let me go.
No. We don't have time for this. We don't have time.
We'll get sucked by the copyright strike.
Yeah. Okay, other stats. There are 2 stats that can increase over time that the ghost / objects also have. You have malice and you have obvious maleficence. Malevolence. Malevolence.
How
Ugh.
clearly evil you are. How
fucking creepy. When the doll starts holding a knife kind of level.
Yeah.
You see it. Malice is the amount of hate contained in your vessel. There is a fail success like rolling situation. If you fail, you get a point of malice, and then you can spend your malice points to do something funky. We can get to there if somebody wants to start spending their points. Obvious malevolence. Oh God, keeps on. Keeps on you're evil. Keeps on raising the more actions you do.
It's your Angie and your evil level.
Your Angie and your evil levels.
Well, now we call them Angie and evil. Everybody starts at 0, but when you do an action, it will increase, and then you have to roll a d12 to check if you're still keeping up the appearances that you're just a normal object that doesn't not want to spook / kill you. I already have part of stuff set up for who you may be spooking, but I do not have stuff for what's in the house, so I'm gonna roll 2d12 and see what it throws at me from the house list. That's a 4 and an 8. So this house that you occupy has an underground lake.
Nice.
And a wine cellar.
Nice. So we're going underground for this one.
The underground lake.
Underground lake with the haunted Garfield phones. Could you have picked something in there?
I was gonna say the wine cellar's where I died.
They make potato wine.
Potato wine.
The wine cellar, like the underground lake, is just like branches off from the wine cellar. Is where you put all the wine in it to keep it cold.
Yeah. So sorry, Liz.
Oh yeah. No, it's good. We have a very underground based house, which is great because I did draw a house, and it's just like, well, we're not going there, kids. We're going down under.
I'm kind of sad we didn't get the bowling alley.
That would have been very funny.
That was so funny.
We can always say that there's one there.
That's off screen.
It's off screen. It's not the main focus of this here story. I believe that's all we can do right now.
I mean, yeah, you've already rolled your occupants, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And just like a little highlight of how rolling works.
I just Can I just highlight for a moment one of the Potter ones? I don't know if we wound up with this person or not, but number 3 on the house occupants list, Nozama CEO Beth Jesus and the people he pays to be his friends.
I saw it. I was like, oh, I so want to be there, but I don't know if I can channel that much opportunistic character in my soul.
Damn it.
That's fair enough.
It's a task and a half, and I don't think I can hit it.
Do not risk your immortal soul, Liz.
Not for this.
Not for this. I think that's it. Well, no, I was going to talk about rules. So everybody has their stats, and we'll use D6 in this game. If you want to do an action, you choose your action. They give you 2 default ones, which is haunt or kill, fun. But you can also do anything else. Just pitch it to the HM. But you will then decide, would it be rolled using your presence or your lore? You do that much d6s, and you want to roll like above a 4 for success. Under it is a failure, and depending on the difficulty, you might have to hit a number of successes. So I might ask for 2 successes instead of 1, depending on how hard the objective would be. That's the gist of it. We'll explain further stuff as we hit that moment. But for now, I guess I'll do a little preamble, and then we can get into the spookums.
Yeah! Murder, murder, murder.
Spookum.
It is a dark and foggy night here in UPA. It is up November, September, or whatever month you want it to be, but we know it's the scary one because there is a lot of people getting transformed into monsters, the dead rising, loved ones getting scared out of their hides and running down the streets, and of course, candy. A lot of candy.
Yeah!
So much candy.
Halloween is very important. Enjoy it while you can. But we slide through the streets and we slide through the forests until we hit a haunted, dilapidated manor. The sky cracks with lightning as it lights up temporarily and goes back into darkness. But we hear the sound of tires across a rough path. And we soon see another light source cut through this area. Headlights as a car drives through and up to this manor. It parks and 2 silhouettes hop out. They're talking to each other, though it seems very one-sided, as somebody's bubbly, as the other just sort of nods.
Snail!
You're welcome.
You're so welcome. I love you so much. The 2 seem to wander up and around, touching the sort of rotted woods and cracked staircases up towards the door. Somebody turns on a flashlight, and as soon as the doors open, the windows flash with orange, blue, and the other color, which I have forgotten. I'm very good at this. Pink!
Yeah, that's me. That's my one.
But it seems that the people who have entered don't notice this.
Rude.
To my beloved ghosts, what are you doing in this funky house? Before this, you're disturbed by some 2 people.
I just want to be chilling on the landing. I just want to sit there.
Okay.
I think Sorry, go ahead.
I do not know what a landing is. Is it the one inside? Is it the balcony?
It's like you know that like at the top of the stairs. Top of the stairs.
Yes.
It's good. I'm just gonna be sitting there. Spooky.
I feel like Esquire was like the type of person in life who is very gregarious. So I feel like in death, I would like to say that Esquire is the oldest, but I can easily be argued that Hessia is actually the oldest and Esquire came after. But regardless of whoever came first, they were definitely the type of person who wanted to make sure to like keep the peace and like just chit chat with everybody, even as they had a bit of a mean streak. So I feel like Esquire was probably like in the downstairs like main hall, conveniently near where a phone would be. just sort of like talking. At this point, Hessia, you've had plenty of time to just go if you want it to be somewhere else. He's basically talking to himself whether you're there or not.
Yeah, I think Hessia, yeah, it was
Sorry, Hessia.
It's okay. I'm guessing you're saying Hessia because of how Liz spelled it on the thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, Hessia's kind of like was there for a moment, and then I think you would have just kind of seen she didn't like walk or anything, would just been kind of like nodding, going and then slowly drifting sideways and then through the wall.
This is off the screen.
As if someone forgot to add in her walk animation.
Wait, are we? Wait, I thought we were in the objects.
not yet.
Oh, we're not
Yeah,
in the objects yet. Oh, okay then. Okay, fair enough.
I think yeah. So I think this is happening as Hessia is kind of just halfway through meandering off without looking like she's actually meandering off.
Yeah, before you managed to do that, Bobby's gonna hang out, like sort of like flop over from the top of the stairs. Is like, hey, there's new people here. Did you see? It's new people.
New people?
New
Oh, good
ones.
heavens, no.
Oh,
They might
Link,
be
no.
Christians.
Yeah.
We don't need that in our house.
I haven't had a chance to see if they're boring or exciting yet. Do you want me to go and see?
Screw this, I'm out of here.
Well, you're boring too.
You better go see quick.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to sort of like, if that's possible within the rules of the game, I would like to gently float after the two new people and try to get a sense of what they are like.
What was that sound? I think this is unfortunately prior the new people. Come on, brain, be so smart. Prior the new people actually stepping into the building.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing where in the booklet it actually says, like, basically you can float around in ghost form until the moment that these people step into the house. The moment they're in the house, zoop, into the object you go.
Ah, okay. Can I immediately open the door for them then?
You see these two people approaching, and you fly towards the door as every else like mumbles their dismay for this information. And as soon as you reach for the door, your hand goes through the handle. Bubbly, that has not been kind to you, and you're the enjoyed of touching things. But the door does open. And then it feels like your skin is being pulled from your forehead, like back.
Oh, not again.
Oh, God.
As you're being yanked towards something permanent and attached to this world.
No.
No! He's like, zoop.
Yeah. And in all of your very fun and funky animations, you have been sucked into your respective objects. To whatever feelings you may feel with this, and the two folks just look around in this quiet house, and one person goes, this is scary. Are you sure we should approach this place for the? She kind of just rubs her paws together for the photography, and the other person just gives a nod and flicks her flashlight around, and she goes, okay, I'll follow your lead then. These are your two occupants.
New friends.
New friend.
New friends.
Yes.
Oh,
I love them.
Oh, I love them.
Do we have to chase them out?
And it seems to be a dear person in a sort of leather jacket. Underneath the leather jacket is an overall, and they seem to be carrying like a hefty backpack, and on the other arm like a really like a 50s camera, one that would need like a tripod.
Style, I see, at very least.
And the other one seems to be a sort of black and dark grey poodle wearing a very bright yellow poodle skirt and like a white shirt. Got a nice bow in their hair as well. And they seem to be exploring the place. Bubbly, since you were the first to try and introduce yourself to the manor, you can be the first to act. So you have a feeling, despite you, I assume, being new to this ghost situation, you have a feeling that if these people left, you would be able to fly around.
I do like flying around. That would be extremely good. maybe we can sort of work this out. I am just going to be playing it as though just desperately trying to befriend these people as a spooky clown doll. So I am stuck in a clown doll. I don't think the clown doll can like move great. So I just kind of want it to like shuffle to the edge of the stairs and then just go bunk, 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 bunk down them.
Oh, please tell me that you're like a plush clown doll, because otherwise
Squeaky
that's
toy
gonna be
noises.
terrible for your ceramic.
Squeaky toy noises.
Squeaky toy noises. I think it's like a no. You know what it is? It's like a rubber squeaky toy situation.
Okay.
So like no opposable joints or anything like that.
Good.
Please tell me that the dog has to roll to avoid just tearing after it immediately.
I mean, I'll put that in my pocket, but trying to think what role this would be, because you're not trying to scare it, but you might, and you're not trying to harm it. So this would be considered something else. What kind of Bubbly?
I was gonna say, you could always do a scare move with intent to fail.
Honestly, I'm just gonna play this as like I'm gonna play it as a scare move because narratively I want to do a scare, and I think presence is probably the one I would do because it's a physical thing because I'm physically moving the vessel.
Okay, yeah. So narratively scare, and since you were already like near stairs, it wouldn't be that hard. So yeah, give me your roll, and it will be pretty easy. Just
it's not a
one
D12.
success needed.
It's
roll?
no, you roll like that many D6s.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. No, right. So that is 3d6, and I'm looking for 6s. Ooh, I got one.
We got a 6.
Yeah, you got a single. Yeah, so 2, like 1 pass, 2 fails.
And it was only a 1 pass success. So this doll kind of just slowly, like gravity is dragging it forward, just tumbles forward, and then goes bunk, bink, bunk, squeaking all the way down the staircase to the startle of both of these people. The dog does a little and the deer just kind of like its eyes flashes brightly but doesn't seem to make a sound at all.
Yes, good show, Bubby. Go ahead and start off on the right paw.
I'm just double checking because on a success the thing happens. Your obvious malevolence increases.
Hey.
And what you have to do now is roll a d12 because now your your spooky stat has gone up. So if you roll a
You're
d12,
evil.
and you
My
roll
evil
above,
has gone up just by trying to say hi. I got a 5.
that means they do not know that this doll is haunted. So
Hooray.
they look down at this doll and like, oh, and the dog's like, oh, what was this? What is this? Leans down and picks up the doll.
The doll
and
goes
kind of
squeak.
Yeah, it's a squeak. She holds it. It's like, it must be like animals in this house. The deer turns around and says, "Tiny humans." I said, "Oh, don't remind me about the tiny humans."
Tiny
And
humans.
she places the doll on like a fireplace, like ledge,
Aw.
and says, "Okay, just point me to a place and we can start the photos." I hope I get good grade for this.
Grading? They're students? I hate students! I don't think I was a teacher in my life, so I don't know why, but I do!
You just hate them in general. Oh, but they've got a camera though. They've got a camera. Are they going to be trying to take pictures of the house? Are they trying to be taking pictures of us? They might be trying to take pictures of ghosts. Hey, Hessia, come up here. Come and get your photo taken.
We can't move.
Can we even talk is the fucking question.
I managed to move.
I love the idea that you are all just psychically connected, so you're able to talk
Yes!
to each other.
That's what I was
That's
going with.
part of the reason why you want to get out of your object, so you can just sever this connection.
Yeah,
So we don't have to talk to each
yeah,
other.
no, I think Hessia is of the opinion of like, please, exercise me, exercise me.
Let me out.
Let me out! Let me
Oh,
out!
that wouldn't be any fun, though. We haven't had it nearly enough decades to talk about what happened to you in the cellar and other things.
Ink and fucking paper. And Hessia is going to be not exactly trying to scare them as such, because again, I think at this point in time she's currently stuck in a drawer.
Oh,
You're just gonna like rattle around.
Yeah, so I think I think this is more I would say this probably counts as maybe scare, but just because they don't know what it is, using presence, because it's just like, look, I'm just going to rattle around in the drawer until they fucking find me and toss me out, please.
You're just trying to get them to open the drawer.
Yeah,
So that'd be
pretty
like lure, wouldn't it?
much. This would actually be presence, because I'm using like my physical
the
existence to make as much
Okay,
noise
yeah,
as I
that's fair
can.
enough.
So, that's 1 pass and 3 fails.
Yep. You're just cranking that handle. Just
I would like I would like you guys to just imagine, like, in the background you've got Lord Hessia's in there, like, turning around and trying to like keep a good pace and everything, because like one of the ways that you keep a really good pace whenever you need to something manual like this is singing a little song. So you've just kind of got Hessia inwardly muttering under her breath, I've been working on the railway all day, sort of thing. So that's what's going on in the drawer.
good image. Thank you for this, guy.
let me double check something. Yeah, because that's the normal function of the objects.
Making noise. Oh god, no. This is why
Snail, you're the
Hessia
worst.
this is why Hessia wants out.
Okay, so in like you are trapped in drawer. They're in sort of like a parlor room kind of situation. Though their person is trying to set up like a tripod currently, and the poodle's just like walking around and like touching like the old furniture. One of it creaks like ominously, and she kind of like jolts back from it, and then you just hear that just wrestling sound. The poodle kind of just looks at the doe, and the doe looks back. The kind of the worry lines underneath their sort of outlines, the outlined eyes, and the poodle's like, I can do this. And she like reaches into her Harris space and like gets out like a can and starts heading towards the kitchen.
He thinks it's a cat?
See, she's holding a can. She thinks it's like some sort of animal.
Oh my god. I mean, a reasonable assumption, yes.
Uh-huh. So she's like walking over. Kai, can you roll your D12 for me, please?
Okay. That's a 3.
That's a 3. Yeah. And there's this moment where she's like looking at the thing. She's looking at the drawer, and she's kind of worried. In the background, you can hear the song, but she can't hear it. But for the scene, it's playing.
Yeah.
And she grabs it. She yanks the drawer open, like off the hinges, and it like clatters to the floor. Is the thingy still whisking?
No, per ghost rules, the moment that the drawer gets opened, it's no longer still actively spinning, but it does have at least a little bit of residual momentum. However, with how hard like the drawer got yanked open, you could probably put the down of, oh, did I just pull too hard? And it was just like gravity.
Yeah, it's just spinning away on the floor there.
But yeah.
Just other cutlery goes flying across the sort of checkered floor as well. She kind of startles herself with that and like leaps backward. So she comes down and like looks around, looks into the sort of hole where the drawer was, and seems to be nothing. Okay, I'll deal with that later. And she trots back into the hallway. Eric, we, mm, it's fine, it's fine. Should I sit here? And Eric nods.
And meanwhile, just like Hessia in the background, like, oh, come on!
Just a little note for everyone while I start like poking at numbers that need to go down. You all can tell that you can all tell that the presences in the house need to go if you want to like be able to move around freely to not feel trapped. There seems to be three, and one seems to be coming from underground. So there's the two, and then there's one more.
Don't like that.
See, now I, as a player, want to go and see what that is. Just sort of, roll off in a spooky clown doll. They sort of bounce down the cellar steps or whatever. But also, Bubbly really wants to be in the photograph. So, I want to just, while they're setting up or whatever, whenever their backs are turned, I want to sneak the clown doll, into the edge of shot or in the background or something, because Bubbly really wants to be in this photo.
Let Bubbly be in the photo.
You've heard of Elf on the Shelf, now consider Clown on the Ground.
On the ground.
That's exactly it. Yeah, you want to...
3 point of malevolence for that? No, malice? Or whatever it is. I feel like that has to be rewarded.
Yeah,
everyone takes a point of malice.
Wait.
Okay.
In character, the reason is that she's pissed off because Esquire started twerking when she was saying, I've been working on the work right now. Liz, I'm so sorry. We're just clowns running over your very cool game.
Quite
I'm literally a clown.
It's such a good game though, because it can host these kind of like fun shenanigans. It could be that kind of fun horror.
But the way that I'm mentally picturing it is that the our two visitors are in a totally different genre of horror movie from the ones that we're in. They're in a genuine spooky, Conjuring / The Ring type situation. And then the rest of us are just in, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes!
Yes.
Unrelated, but I just want to say, there's so much of me that desperately wants to run a Toonkind version of Rocky Horror.
Yes.
But knowing that I can't because it's Rocky Horror and the service PG-13.
We could play Rocky Horror if we wanted to.
Anyway, sorry, Liz, please continue.
Dr. Sausage.
Okay, so I love that idea. I'm going to put a pin on the Bubbly intention.
Thank you.
But the dear Esquire, you seem to be harboring a lot of distaste for these inhabitants. What's your plan of action?
My plan of action is definitely going to be. I'm so sorry.
Snail's dying.
Right now I have the last little bit of a residual cough from a virus, and I'm still fighting with that. But
Snail's dying!
Snail's dying! You'll be a ghost in the game!
Only a little bit.
That's still too much ghost.
Hopefully I won't actually die, because I'd hate to cough all the time as a ghost. I don't even have to breathe, but coughing, that would just be the worst.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what happened to Esquire, is the in-canon reason why I'm coughing.
Excellent.
Sorry. Esquire is definitely pegged the dog to be the easier to scare of the two.
Mm-hmm.
And oh look, the dog is coming right past them. I think what he is going to do is he's going to roll lore, because he's going to have the phone just start ringing. And he's trying to have the dog come over and pick it up.
Okay. That will be a 1, because that is very, very simple for it maybe they didn't notice that this house has power.
I got
That's all.
one success.
These are well, these are
These rolls,
pretty.
man.
Yeah, they're getting kind of a bit close here. Yeah. The phone rings. Roll your presence thingy.
All right.
The D12, please. Yep,
7.
that's
Still good.
fine. Still good.
Ring,
Oh,
ring, ring, ring.
the you're aiming for no. This is a success. You're aiming for the poodle. The poodle, as she's walking back, does look at the phone and go. You can't see my facial expressions. It's just kind of frozen in shock at this phone, so, and just starts stepping forward and answers it. Hello?
Dead silence.
Just static.
I was gonna say
The
creepy
very
breathing
lightest bit of
noises.
No!
Please don't say that this is AMS or whatever it is.
It's fine. You're safe, Snail. And the silence just stuns her. This weird cat phone with its weirdly lulled eyes just staring at her as it presents nothing. And she kind of just drops the she drops the receiver and goes, please, it's just nothing. It's just nothing. There's probably power. Eric, it can. Eric, Eric, it would be better if there was more light in here, right? You heard that, and Eric nods and says, "Phone." Yes, yes, yes. And that means there must be power to this place. If we can get the lights on, it can be less creepy. Eric
Didn't even bother to put me back on the receiver. Just what I expected of students. How I hate them.
Eric just like goes photo lights, and the poodle goes, okay, fine. Where do you want me? And he sort of like walks over and motions to like a spot on the sofa, and kind of like does a more direct thing where he just tweaks her arm, tweaks her head, but soon then goes back to the camera on its tripod and goes underneath the sheet thingy and starts preparing to take a photo. Bubbly!
That's me!
My dear.
That's me! I'm probably rolling presents, right?
Yeah. This
3d6.
Yeah. I should probably state the difficulties
1 pass, 2
before,
fails.
because there's 2 fails. Like, you can bargain with me here, because the task difficulties is like determines how difficult the task is, but it's very specific. It's about
I think it would
It's-
probably
okay.
be 3, right? Because it'd be quite difficult to write the sudden reappearance of. I mean, like,
yeah, it's quite a distance.
I reckon it would be either 2 or 3 because, like, you could, like, say, hey, did you pick up the fucking doll to spook me? You know that, like, this house is fucking spooky, that's not funny. So you could argue 2, but, like, no, I definitely think it is either, probably more 3, than anything else.
Yeah, I was mentally, like, pegging it at 2. But
Either way, I fail.
Yeah. So, but Bubbly, you get into position. You are now on this couch, like maybe on like the sort of coffee table.
Yeah,
near
I'm like
the
a little
couch.
ornament.
Yeah, and you're kind of there, and then the flash happens, and yeah, the poodle sits down and goes, okay, one photo down. Uh, lights. Okay, lights. Um, and they walk off. Bubbly, it seems like no one noticed you, which wasn't really your sort of goal. But also, this isn't a Polaroid camera. It seems like the photographer didn't notice that you were there, and this needs to get processed. So there's no like fun, like, oh, what's that on the screen?
No.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned film, baby.
This is entirely fine. I absolutely refuse to I refuse to let this discourage. There we go. I know words. I refuse to let this discourage me. I am going to continue to follow them around and try and be in the photo.
New friends.
New friends.
One thing I forgot to do, but I don't think this would trigger now. But roll your d12 again.
Oh, yep.
Also, you pick up a point of malice, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and you pick up a point of mass, and something else has to happen.
House's
That's a
10.
10.
That's a 10. You're good. They again do not notice you that you are haunted. And then d6, I believe.
House's 10.
Oh,
Oh,
6.
House is on our side.
Yeah.
House is on our side. Let's spook 'em, boys.
Bubbly, you wanted to meet some friends, right?
Yeah.
As the two sort of walk away and they start doing their exploration to try and find where's the sort of light source that can possibly light up this house, you hear like a crack and a crunch, and then the floor just gives out underneath
Oh.
the
Into the lake they go.
Into the hole.
around yeah.
I am now.
Just under-
Sorry, go on.
like around the coffee table, scares the shit out of the two. Like they hit the crack too. The clown falls. The floor is gone, and Bubbly, you're on a coffee table in the middle of an underground lake.
This is
Floating.
fine.
You can feel a friend nearby though. This is fine.
Yeah, I want to see. Can I look for the friend? I also realized that Hessia hasn't really done much for a
It's
while,
fine.
so like.
Hessia's
yeah.
chilling on the kitchen floor.
No, but Bubbly, you do see your friend. But if it's okay, I'll cut that off
Mhm,
there and see what Hessia's up to on this floor. Hessia, seems like the two are coming back, despite being scared shitless that the floor just fucking gave out. They're kids in a horror film. They're not running away yet because they're stupid.
They really need that grade.
That grade, man. Photography A level.
Yeah.
Photography A levels, probably something a bit more than that, but they need that grade.
It's
They're behind.
funnier if it's A levels.
I mean, okay, because like I think at this point, like Hessia's just been kind of chilling on the kitchen floor, like, oh god, okay, fine, ugh, and trying to figure out what to do next. I think at this point Hessia's just like, right, well, you know what? If they're not gonna leave, I am leaving myself, and not aiming to scare them, just aiming for the front door to see if it got left open, to see if like Hessia could just leave the house
That would be
herself.
really. I'm sorry. I just got this mental image of sort of like, you know, early 2000s / late 90s level photography trickery of like this upright hand whisk going spinning across the floor, just completely smooth like something out of E.T. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that. So, I'm gonna roll for scare using presence again, because I think that's what suits.
Wait, let me double check something. Okay. This Kai, I feel like this is semi-impossible. Okay, task difficulties. 1, the render normal function of an object. 2, and this was suspicious, but ultimately
Explainable.
All right.
explainable. 3, okay, here's the thing. I want you to get above 2 5s. I'm pushing up the barrier.
Oh,
Oh,
get a 5
wow.
or 6 on both rolls, you can do this. Just because we're in a toon setting.
Oh no,
Yeah, yeah.
the thing is, I have 4 for presents, so
Oh,
this
I misread it. Sorry.
this
Yeah.
is
So you, okay.
technically possible for me, but yes, it is clearly demonstrative of motive and sentience. So,
Yeah. Then ignore what I said. Go.
oh, I got 3 out of 4.
Damn.
Oh no, 2. Sorry, I can't fucking read.
Oh yeah. Uh, I, it's funny if you're just like you're kind of. Have you seen Iron Bread?
Yes.
The
Oh
Game
god,
Boy?
yes.
You're just like flopping around on the floor, but there's
Yeah.
kind of like they're poking their heads into cupboards so they don't hear the just sound of clatter and just clank as you're just trying to move yourself towards the. You're making progress. It's just it doesn't count as a scare.
It's the shittiest progress possible.
Mhm. Um, this is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine. Yep.
I say, Hessia, what are you doing?
I am getting the hell out of here, thank you very much.
Oh, come on. It can't be that bad being a useless kitchen object after how you hated being a useless kitchen work. Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, it's like you get this whole feeling Hessia's not actually saying anything right there and can't stare at you because no one has eyes currently. But she is giving you the biggest look right now.
The girls are fighting.
Oh, hello? Have we lost you?
Hello?
Oh,
Can you
Hello?
hear me?
Yeah, hello, you back?
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool. We dropped out for like 2 seconds.
Anyway.
Alright.
But yeah, so Hessia's just kind of giving you a look as she continues to
Just sort of try and flop her way
flop
out
her way
the
down the
door.
corridor.
I
Very
mean,
good.
can I roll since I'm already off the hook to like swing and skitter bump her over?
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
helping.
Aw.
There is specific rules for helping each other, but let me get that up. Simultaneous action. Two go to different moves at the same time to work towards a collective goal. These moves are resolved simultaneously. For example, the broom might attempt to strike someone over the head as the lamp flickers off. Ghosts must decide if their actions are simultaneous before rolling. I'm going to ignore that.
I think it is a move against the other ghost. It's just that I'm trying to help with my action.
Okay.
If you don't
Uh,
succeed in this, it's okay. I've got an idea of what I should do on my next turn, but please, yes, knock me halfway
I
down the
want
fucking
to
corridor.
try.
Mhm.
So this would be presence, which is physical, which is not my strong suit, but
Go for it.
2,
Oh,
3.
no.
That's a total failure.
Yep.
Putting that malevolence point on floor.
The board. All right. Let me add that. Oh no, you're strike. You're like noting it down. Okay. You try and conjure some more momentum. Just swinging it back and forwards. And it does strike Hessia. There's a very fun sound of ping pong as it gets struck around the foyer. Not foyer. Did I say foyer?
Yeah.
Wherever they were first
Corridor.
taking the pictures.
Wherever.
Um,
Hessia's absolutely laughing at you, by the way.
and it so happens to rattle around so much that it shakes one of the walls that is also attached to where the kitchen is, and a sort of cabinet just swings open.
Mm.
Oh, that's where the light is. Okay. I knew that class of electronics would work out eventually. And she like takes out from her hammer space just like some like welding tools
Yes!
and stuff to do with electronics.
There's a big old
And
mask.
starts trying to fix the lights in the house.
Excellent.
So give me a second because my audio has died on me.
Don't worry.
Oh, all right.
I'm having a good time.
I know. I think next up I am gonna try lure because when it comes around to Hessia's turn again, because like when have you ever come across in one of those little hand crank risks in either like your grandma's cupboard or an antique store or a secondhand shop or anything like that, and you've ever picked one up and not had the urge to just go and make it go rattle?
Yes.
It's just the best noise and the best sensation. So like I'm gonna use that to my advantage.
Like we didn't have a hand crank, but we used to have those. You know those combination like corkscrew and bottle opener things, and they have like the little wings. I used to play with those like all the time when I was like 6, just because they are like, oh yes, it goes up and it goes down, and I don't know what it's for.
There
It's
is
very much the same energies.
there is a delight in having fun with simple mechanical objects.
It's like monkey brains say, ooh, you push the lever, ooh, it make the thing do a thing. You back,
Okay,
Liz?
I am back. Yeah, okay, yeah, my
Hurrah!
Bluetooth headphones.
Oh no.
But I am back now. It should be
Hooray.
fine. Let me just tweak the thingy because it's being weird. Can you speak again?
Yep. Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hurrah.
Yes, it's good. It just got quiet weirdly for a bit. Okay. Did everything I say prior to meeting like get through?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that is I'm just gonna say that was a house action off of that failure. Can you roll your OM again, please? The D12 to see if you're noticed being a spooky thing. I should do that roll before I describe stuff, but it's at a point where it's not as likely to happen. I say knocking on wood so hard I drill a hole in the table.
Crit fail. Crit fail. Crit fail.
Snail.
Me? Yes?
Yeah, that's the. Can you roll a D12 for me, please?
Yes. I don't know how they would detect me from all the way over there, but they didn't detect me anyway.
Yeah, just being safe about it. Okay. So we have Hessia. Where did you land? Where would you want to land? Do you want to land back into the kitchen, or do you want to
Back in the
be
drawer.
close? No, I want them back in the drawer. Would you be in the foyer? Would you want to be near the hole next to Bubbly?
I reckon at the moment, actually knocking me closer to the kitchen for the moment is helpful for what I am planning next, and also will piss Hessia off the most.
Yeah.
Excellent. So it ping pongs around, knocks into the kitchen wall, and then Hessia goes flying back into the kitchen, exactly where she was last left.
Oh, come
before she
on!
decides to move.
Perfect.
Fucking
Esquire, you
comedy of
tried your
errors
best.
going on here.
Do you want to cut back to Bubbly?
Yeah, what,
sure.
who is this third presence? What the fuck is going on there?
Okay, so Bubbly, you see a ghost friend.
Another ghost friend?
It's a something with a white sort of presence floating around the edge. Just looking at the sort of combination underground lake / wine cellar situation we've got on in this fucked up place. There seems like underground you see like places where you can sit down and taste the wine while you look across this lake that seems to be sparkling with something crystalline.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of Ghibli-esque if I'm being real honest. So it's weird. It's in the middle of UPA.
No, I love this. This is extremely good.
But Bubbly, as you're floating towards the shore, so you'll meet up with this friend soon. But you're kind of like spinning.
Yeah, I just
And
sort of gently drifting in circles on top of the coffee table.
your view of, you can sense presences, but your sort of visual scope is kind of stuck to where the doll is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like locked to that orientation and to that like visual scope.
Mm-hmm.
So you're spinning around and you can only see like the friend sometimes. And at some point where you're looking away, the present takes off the sheet and there's like
Ooh.
a person like underneath, and he kind of just looks around, and then he puts the sheet back on and is walking around as a ghost. And look, it's your ghost friend again. It's weird that the ghost is picking up mortal presence, but he knows.
It's fine.
What does it have in its hand?
I don't know. I didn't see actually. It's like, he looked like a lantern or something.
A potion, I think.
Yeah. Bubbly doesn't see it, but the camera sees it's holding some sort of like bluish, I believe, like pyramid shaped like potion in its hand.
Invisibility potion here to do pranks.
I was gonna say, oh shit, is he part of a like essential oils multi-level marketing scheme?
Oh god, that's way scarier. He's gonna try and sell you something, or sell you essence of eucalyptus. It cures COVID.
I think we've killed Liz.
Your chakras. your 22 chakras.
It'll align all 24 of your chakras, even the ultra white one.
Wow.
For those of you listening later, no, I will not explain.
No, but there is a ghost friend, and you soon hit the shore with a bonk, but the person doesn't seem to notice. They are looking at wine bottles.
Bonk could just sort of roll off. There's not really a lot I can do as a clown doll in this situation. I'm beginning to realise that the doll does not really have a lot of versatility other than sit somewhere really spooky.
It's almost as if we want to get these people out of the house so that we can just do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, but even if I wanted to scare the dude or do other stuff, in some other way, I don't actually have a lot of choice with the vessel I picked.
I mean, you're ignoring the whole depth of lore, which is compelling people. You don't have to do things scary if you compel them to notice you all the time at every corner.
That would be very, very funny. Okay. No, you know what it is. Bubbly is very, very keen to talk to this new ghost friend and ask what the cool drink is and can they have some maybe and like all that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, when they are saying hi friends, no, hello, and they can't seem to hear them. So I'm going to use lure and try just very, very hard to make all of our sort of our imaginary cameras sort of focus on the spooky clown doll sitting on top of the coffee table at the edge of the lake. Just really creepy like.
Alright,
Kai, I'm gonna bite your nose if you don't get your face out of my face.
It's 3d6.
Yeah.
It's a 3, a 5, and a 2.
That's one pass.
Where? One pass. And trying. Again, I want to make that tune argument, but also it's not definitely within the normal functions of the object. As much of a presence count. Oh, you're just.
It's a sort
you are just sitting.
Yeah, my intention, right, is to sit there and be spooky and interesting and be picked up by a potential antagonist.
I would say that it is within like the normal function of a creepy clown doll to be looked at awkwardly. So
Yes.
To be looked at awkwardly and borrowed to scare other people with.
Yeah. So that intent definitely comes around as this sort of person draped in a white sheet, kind of. Well, this ghost mode turns around with a bottle of wine as it's trying to old juice.
Old juice.
XXX,
Yeah, XXX old juice, trying to shove it into the hammer space and kind of startles, jumps back, sort of a quiet cat yowl under their breath as they see this creepy clown. But then an unseen grin just like spreads across its face as it sees this creepy clown doll,
Yeah.
and kind of looks over, was like, you are a peculiar kind of thing. I'm gonna keep you for later.
Ooh. Mrs. Foam?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I had to reach for a voice. I guess Miss Foam is possessing this weird cat.
I'm causing problems on purpose.
Yeah, excellent.
The cat tries to shove Bubbly into into their hammer space, but kind of freezes and just
I mean, I'm a ghost and I don't need to
Uh-huh.
breathe.
no. But this is part of the it just feels better if it was to just stay underneath the arm. I keep
Yeah.
on forgetting to ask you to do the scary roll, the D12 roll.
Oh yeah. It's we haven't played it before. 6.
Yeah. 6 should be fine. This is your third action. Yeah, so that's fine. We're getting there.
How many
the cat's like,
do I take points of anything? Brain is poofed.
oh yes, you take malice because the roll failed. Oh no, it succeeded.
Yeah.
So you don't take malice, but you
Had to do scary roll. And that's why that's part of the reason. Yeah, that's part of the reason why the cat didn't want to put it in the hammer space, because they are still kind of freaked out by this doll, despite the fact that they want to use it for scary.
They'd feel more comfortable if it was somewhere they could see it.
I don't want to put it in your personal fucking pocket dimension.
No, who knows what it's gonna do there?
Okay. But the cat's like, okay, the staircase is somewhere around here. And starts sort of walking off. Puts the hood back on. Will you do anything else? It probably would. It would reach into its hammer space and pull out a stone of fast speech. It's kind of a stone of fast speech, but it's been split in half, and it flips it open. And speaks into the stone, and it goes, ready to go into position when you are, and flips it back down. And upstairs, you see the doe person like look at their phone, flick it open, put it to their ear, and then flick it back down and put it into their hammer space.
Ooh, being ganged up on.
Who is next? Who wants to do an action?
I mean, this doesn't. I know this isn't like really in the spirit of spirit, sorry,
Terrible.
in the spirit of the normal game, but I think Esquire is far away enough that he doesn't think he can do something to harm or scare. He's kind of a pansy, so I don't even know if he fully intends to harm, although he definitely intends to scare so that he can get people out. I think he might just be kind of sulking, so if you want to make the characters do something to get him out of sulking.
I was like, Hessia can do something, so we could probably come back to Esquire afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that did you hear me earlier, Liz, about what I was saying about like any hand crank whisk that you always want to pick up and go clacker clacker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there's just like the sort of desire to spin.
Sorry, I'm going to murder our fucking neighbors.
Yeah, they're setting off fireworks. Like, can you hear those?
Oh god. Yeah.
Yes, fireworks.
They're like right next door. Anyway, yeah, because it's fucking 5th of November coming up, so everyone's got their hands on fireworks.
It's not now.
No, I know, but try telling
you
them
wanna
that.
Fuck, they're putting on a whole show. Please tell me that.
If you want to sell fireworks, aim it at Parliament, please and thank you.
Please, get into the actual spirit of the day. Burn down the government. Anyway, I was gonna use lure to basically go like, hey, come pick me up. Come pick me up and go clacker. I'll be great at going clacker.
And then bite their fingers off.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Yes.
Oh god. That's being stupid, but okay.
That's Hessia's plan. So she's not great at lure, but she's gonna have a go. That's 2 passes.
It's 2 passes. I think it works, and I think the poodle was the one that was very enthusiastic to use her electric what's the thing called when you wire a building? Is it because you have a plumber, then you have an electrician?
Electrician?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Electrician?
she has like electrician kit, and she's done something with
Excellent. Replacing all the
electrician
fuses.
like so she's fixing the fuses, and the sort of dear person is kind of like sort of looking around. So it set up another picture and just took like an idle shot of like the kitchen. Um,
Yep.
and like goes off from under the hood and just looks at the sort of whisk on the ground.
I mean, like, you've still got a fuck ton of cutlery just scattered all about the floor, so it's like maybe cleaning that up so that's not everywhere for the photo shoot, or...
That's fair, yeah. But he's very much the kind of person who's like kicking it with his foot and
Yeah.
kind of just like getting it into a pile before like picking it all up and putting it into the box.
I am a perfectly normal whisk. Come closer. I will not harm you.
Yes, please. I will follow your instructions. Perfectly normal whisk. As his eyes are sort of locked onto it, and he picks it up, like rotates it in his hand, and just goes, just the whisking motion.
Kai's developing Foley work.
But yeah. So
Are you now going to harm them?
Yeah,
Bite
pretty
the
much.
fingers!
Harm with presents, baby. Whether I'm biting his fingers or maybe like if they get too close to the poodle and he's doing that and catches in like the poodle's hair and
Wait.
starts eating that.
Before you again, I keep on forgetting.
Oh yeah, spook roll.
For every roll, yeah, D12 roll.
I'm good.
Yeah, and then this still counts as like being something scary, even though he's just whisking it, because he can't seem to stop.
Yeah, it's just a fucking delight. So malevolence goes up by 1. And now chomp chomp, baby. That's
Oh,
two wins, 2 fails.
Okay, roll your thingy, the spookum.
Spookums.
That's a 2. That's actually that meets it, or possibly. I'm at
Because
2 for obvious malevolence.
I mean, the 2, because it's whenever you do an action, that's when it springs.
Oh shit!
So you
yeah.
try to get out, because I haven't been updating it that fast. I'm trying to remember. So when you did get out of the cupboard, that was 1. When you tried to move towards the door, that was 2. When you lured him to pick up the whisk, that was 3, and this is your 4th one. So you're technically at a 4.
I was gonna say, like, because it says like when I fail a roll, if the action like was noticeable to the occupants.
Oh, okay, shit.
Yeah, and it wasn't noticed there, so I didn't count that as 1. But
Okay,
that
yeah, fair.
still puts me at this currently.
Mm-hmm. So that is a like
I rolled
that is
below.
spookum. Yeah. First off, let me double check the sort of how I should resolve the roll itself, because
It says
how are you intending to bite
bite, chomp, kill, murder. Well, it depends on, like, I think probably going with the idea of while they're spinning it, accidentally gets too close to friend's hair, and then the whisk just starts chomping into the hair and getting all tangled up in the poodle's like fur and everything.
because you rolled 2 successes.
Yeah, because I was gonna. I mean, this is the sort of thing where it's definitely suspicious, but also, if this guy was spinning it and spun it too close to someone, then you could blame it on something else. But yeah, this one's up to you.
Okay.
I mean, those things do mangle fingers if you get too close.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah,
from
yeah,
experience.
Nam 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 nam.
I'm because his is basically, you have spooked the fur off of this deer. It's just the way that you do it is what I'm trying to decide. I think it's. I think I would like it. I would like this to be a success because yeah, I would like this to be a success.
Hell yeah.
So you have this deer just cranking, and it kind of feels your like distaste for your past job of chopping potatoes, peeling potatoes, sometimes having to mash it, sometimes having to whisk it, just the monotonous actions, just being stuck at this job until you die, and just slowly turning and pointing the wicks towards his co like
Co-student.
the fellow student, and just leaning towards just her mane of hair, and then just yeah, slowly grinding it towards, and you can see the fear in his eyes as he's stuck, just twisting her hair, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And she just swings around and just elbows him in the nose.
Excellent.
Bonk.
And he just clatters again. He is a man of few words and sometimes few sounds, but he just lets out this wheezy gasp and a hack, and he gets up, and there's a bit of red ink like on his nose, just a dot, nothing dripping, but a dot, and he looks terrified. And she's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And she's like running over. I have a first aid kit. I can help you. And he just kind of steps back, and he's like, I let me step outside. He's like, are you sure? And he's like, just nods, and it's like, and he just shakes his head again, and just sort of like trots out of the building and out the front door.
Hessia just like, no, take me with you. Oh god,
You
damn it.
have had one person out of the building.
Oh,
Yeah.
hooray!
It's fine. He's not. You can sense him outside. He's spooked.
Gonna wait by the
He's
car.
not. Spirit isn't like draining. He isn't coming to the spiritual world. He's not dying.
He's just
But
really,
he
really
is
sick of
slightly
this.
wounded and very scared.
That's fine.
Okay, so my headphones died again. Give me a second.
Why?
Headphones.
Oh,
Why you do this? I assume you can hear us now.
yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Doing that swing with my actual elbow did not help because it broke the connection.
Oh dear. Well done.
Can I roll lore to ring again?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's only one success. What the heck?
I mean, you can ring to your phone.
I mean, I've got to say, it's a really satisfying 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
a satisfying 1, 2, 3, 4, but it doesn't net me much. Well, it's actually 1, 3, 2, 4.
I know,
so it's
which
not
is
even
less
that
satisfying.
So, okay. You know what? I think what happens is the phone tries to ring, and you do hear like noises coming from the phone, but it's still off the hook. And Esquire forgot that if it's off the hook, it doesn't make the full ringing noise. It's just making like the dead tone noise, and he's swinging in annoyance. Does that count as a fail or?
Because the action itself isn't. It's within the normal function of the object.
I mean,
that's
like, if you...
wait a fucking second. That's a 2.
Yeah, I think.
Did you fail?
You have a 2. Did you? And this was your third action. So the roll.
Did you do the
So
thing with the
is this-
house?
I haven't done the. Who failed? Nobody failed because Kai last one rang.
Okay.
And I was gonna say that even though it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, it was still a success because you're a ringing phone. That's what phones do. They ring.
Like
Uh,
especially if someone's just fucked around with the electricity and like weird shit is going on.
mhm.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I want to. So it's a success. And also you have been noticed as being spooky.
Yes, I have.
Ooh.
So the course of affairs is that she's like, I can't. Uh, I still need my grades. I can do this without him. And she looks at the sort of left photography gear that's like strewn around the rooms. And then the phone rings, muffled, but it rings. And she steps over again, uh, and goes to pick up the phone. What does she hear?
Snail?
Once again, until the
Yeah.
end of time.
Yeah,
Excellent.
She just stares at it, and she she listens carefully, and it's such a weird silence. It's no. She thought heard like a crackle of something, or just like any confirmation that this is the phone being faulty. But it's so empty. And she looks at the Garfield phone in its ominous presence, and it looks so weathered and just soulless.
Ugh.
And she keeps on looking at it, and there's a hollowness that she doesn't like, and it's getting to her, and to whisk, and she she puts the phone down and picks it back up again. It's that same emptiness. There's nothing. It's she. I don't like this, and she just puts the phone down and shoves it away. You have scared her, despite this being. No, that was a success. Uh, do do do. She is thinking about bolting, but she needs that grade.
Oh, we just need to find one way to push it. What do we do?
Question, am I still stuck in her hair?
Oh, that would be.
Yes.
Because she
You
was gonna,
are.
yes, because she was gonna try and take it out, but the phone distracted her.
Yes.
So I reckon like there's just this moment of silence and calm and like absolutely nothing. She puts the phone back down and then she just feels like very, very slowly her tugs at her hair a little bit more as like despite not even going fast, just very slow and very inevitable sort of thing. 46. That's 3 successes.
Yo, that's
You eat her face.
it just crawls up the back of her head, and it like touches the back of her neck, and it feels like there's a cold presence just touching like her throat, and she curls up, and she just stumbles back, and she starts yelling and screaming and barking, and just it's painful, but she yanks it out of her
Damn it.
head with a few hairs attached, and just dashes it to the floor,
No,
and
don't
goes sprinting out.
One more to go.
It's like,
One
no,
more
take
to
me
go.
with you, take me with you. It's just like, Ink,
Um,
damn it.
the camera cuts outside. I don't know if everybody feels this presence, but they're still outside, and it seems more animated. The camera sees her run up to Eric, and she's like, Eric, we need to go. I don't care. We can find somewhere else. We forget the stupid grave. We can just go. We just need to go. But Eric is like shaking his head. He's shaking his head, and she's like, and he goes, Scruff. She's like, what about Scruff? We just drive. And he goes, Scruff is inside.
Oh no.
Yeah, we cut back to Scruff.
yeah. So Scruff is heading up the stairs with his funky new doll friends that he is slightly scared of.
spunky new doll friend is chatting away, even though knows that you can't hear him. So it's like, well, before you came to see me, right? I was up in the living room, and they were doing these photos and stuff, and then I thought, oh well, this looks a bit lopsided, you know. So then I just sort of like get into position. It really balances it. I'm not sure if they notice, but I think, and then it's just gonna sort of like go on and on and on and on like that. This is just for my personal. This is just for my personal entertainment. I'm not gonna do anything until what is he doing? Like, is he walking up the stairs or?
So he's walking up the stairs and he kind of looks at his phone, kind of like, okay. He seems to be expecting something. But he looks around and says, pick it, and takes the bottle and drinks it, like shoves it under, like the sort of ghostly form deforms a little bit as like a drink is being drunk underneath, so it makes it tips the sort of sheet back.
Okay. I have an idea of something that I can do. But if there's anything else he is gonna do, please tell me.
Nothing else, nothing much. He is just now walking around as a she. Seems to be heading towards the kitchen.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I can do if the game rules allow me to do this, right? Mm-hmm. But it would be very, very funny. We've established that they are students. We don't necessarily know how old. We joked about A levels. It would be very, very funny if this guy was probably under 18. And Bubbly being extremely disapproving of like, hey, you can't do that. It's dangerous. This house is, you'll fall over. And like, it would be very, very funny to just sort of use scare or something to just try and sort of push a pink elephants situation. Just induce hallucinations in this poor kid. I don't even...
This potion ain't shit.
Excellent.
I
was trying to take a drink, and then he snorted water out of my nose.
Okay, I might take task difficulty would be a 2. Again,
would it'd probably be something else, right? Because aside from, would it presence or lure? I mean, lure is vaguely. You know what? It doesn't matter. I have 3 for both.
So 2 difficulty.
That is
you
3, 5, and 6.
Yeah, with 2 successes.
Does this mean that the doll knocks the bottle out of his hands and it crashes on the floor?
Yes, absolutely, and starts. We're doing a sort of a whole Jiminy Cricket / Mouse from Dumbo situation.
Excellent. Fucking terrifying.
God, that scene scared me so much as a kid. That gave me nightmares. It's the worst.
This cat is living it. Roll a the spooky roll, the D12.
Nope.
This has been nope. Wait.
Again. 5.
Wait, I need to count. Fucking. Oh, wait, and if you've been seeing 1, no, 2, 3. Yeah, it's fine. You're just a clown. Nothing wrong here. He is.
This is perfectly normal.
Worried. Like this, he's not. You hear something thumping as his tail is sort of like thrashing about as he's trying to like. This is this. I've been through worse, but also this is bad.
So it's like, what was in this?
Yeah, like maybe if I just wait it out a little bit, maybe it will pass.
Maybe taking random bottles from the Ghibli-esque wine cellar / crystal lake underneath the haunted house is a very bad idea. You don't know what these folks were into. You don't know what they kept in those bottles.
In the U3 Ghibli trade is so weird. So you should look into that. But no, yeah, this person seems to this ghost friend seems to sort of like sort of take it easy, leans to like onto one of the counters, is looking into the sort of foyer area where the nice Garfield phone is.
And I rolled a ring.
Uh-huh.
Oh, 3 successes.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lure, baby.
Yeah, he looks over and thinks, oh, that must be Eric. And
Hey, Eric, I'm super fucked up, dude.
yeah, like it's like, oh, Eric, is this you? God, this phone thing is fucking me up, guys.
I must phone find some new mushrooms. Sorry.
There's silence for a moment, and then you shouldn't be here.
Excellent. One roll the 12 thingy again.
Yes, please.
Oh,
Oh,
that feels
natural
good.
12. I'm fine. They
But
don't think it's the phone. They think somebody on the other side of the phone is threatening them.
No, it's fine. He is still thoroughly spooked. It just the whole thing just jolts him, and he slams the phone down onto the receiver, and he's just and just rips off the sheet and
Wait.
bolts to
Wait,
one of the windows.
I need one more thing. I'm rolling one more shot. Alright, that's 3 out of 4 passes for Hessia in her whisk form, desperately trying to like unclog hair and go racing after them. And just go, like, please take me with you, don't leave me in here, don't leave me here in here. And I'm guessing door slams in her face.
Yeah, that will do it. Like he looks back and sees this upright whisk just racing after him.
Oh
And
my god!
he does not opt for the he doesn't opt for the door, he opts for the window, but like the top
Yep.
window. So
Hessia can't jump that high.
No.
nah.
She can't jump at all. No
Hessia,
legs.
in your sort of
No knees.
in your limited and Bubbly, unfortunately, you have been placed onto the ground.
I got
in
dropped.
that fright, yeah.
I went squeak.
But everyone in their presence can see you vaguely through the window in whatever way they perceive information in these item forms. And soon your ghost forms start popping back in. They slide out of their containers. But you see Scruff run up to, what did I name her? Because the other guy doesn't speak much. Penny. And Penny's like, what are you doing here? And Scruff is like, drive. And jumps into the back. Eric is in the front seat already and starts like messing with the mirror and just fucking floors it. And they're all gone. And Penny's like, hell with it. She's thinking about the photography gear that's just left in the place.
Ours now.
Ours now!
Yeah.
We can take as
There,
many photos of
Hessia.
Bubbly as Bubbly wants.
Yeah, Bubbly immediately goes. It's like, oh, I didn't even get to ask them how I died.
Terrible tragedy, Bubbly. And don't
Oh, well-
worry, Hessia. I'm sure they'll pick you up and take you away sometime.
Yeah.
Oh!
I am going to go throw myself into the lake.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Have fun getting wet.
Have fun drowning.
Can I just say, I do need this one moment, during, like, post-end credits, like after credits scene, where Bubbly has convinced the other two into getting a photo taken, and we just, like,
Yes.
everyone lining up, Bubbly's arms around them, big grins and/or grumpy expressions on them, and then we get the flash, and then the resulting photo is just the background, because they're
It's
ghosts.
completely empty.
They're ghosts.
That's
And
that's our
it's not
closing.
even like ghost imagery. It's like
Just nothing.
the way that the film is developed. It's just blank.
It's just brick wall.
Just excellent.
Oh, that was fun. We win.
We
We
won
didn't
that.
even
Your
kill
house
any
puzzle.
students.
Yeah,
We didn't even murder
I
anybody.
got to eat some of their hair.
you did. Nice chunk of poodle
Yum,
hair.
yum, yum.
This was Liz, thank you so much for finding utter gems of itch.io games.
That
Seriously.
was so much fun.
Oh, I'm glad that was a blast to play.
That was great. That was fucking great.
Oh, fun spooky times.
Yeah.
Anyway, happy Halloween.
God,
Happy
of course
Halloween,
my
everybody!
earphones break at this moment. Give me a second before I can say my goodbyes
No
on
worries.
audio. Come on.
I can never remember the tune for like Pink Elephants on Parade. I can remember like
I
the
can.
elephants and weasels are very confused.
Oh, yeah, you're going into, same sort of era.
Okay, that's
Scary, so better be wary.
Yes!
Multiply. Extraordinary, so better be wary. Because it comes every shape and size.
You remember all the words!
But what of it? You'll find it.
Snail.
Of it, because the guts will up the thing you prize. I listened to so many VHS tapes with I think it had to be an ad
God.
of that.
To be fair, like,
and of course I also watched the original.
yeah, like
so,
Winnie the
it's-
Pooh was just a
it's
delight.
burned. It's burned into my brain.
Anyway,
I hope you all enjoyed that rendition of a Winnie the Pooh song from
they gave us
20
all
years ago.
nightmares. We love it. We love it.
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Happy Halloween.
Bye!
Bye-bye.